most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Today
Bob.
we're going to talk about the best ankle rehabilitation home exercise program for those recovering from ankle injury. We got 4 steps.
That's right, Bob. And you just take it step by step, and it all works out.
Take you from injury to healing.
That's right.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section. We're always giving something away. We'll show you in just a minute.
Oh, good.
You can also find it on Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page, the contest that is. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. We're giving away the Thermotex far infrared heating system.
That's right, Bob.
And this is beautiful if you want to heat up an area because it penetrates much deeper than regular heat.
Yeah, 2.36 inches. It goes on the back, the hip, the knee, and
regular heat goes like that.
Yeah.
It barely gets to the surface.
Call before midnight tonight.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. They always used to say that back in the 70s.
Sure, yeah.
Midnight shows.
Yeah.
Any case, so getting to the serious side, we want to talk about ankle sprains. One of the reasons is, and we know this from doing our research and reading, it's one of the most injured parts of the body in the United States.
Probably is the most injured part.
Yeah.
And
estimated 23,000 sprained ankles per day.
I wonder how they could even estimate that.
Yeah.
So many of them don't go in. And,
right. We know that it's very common. Anyways, so we're going to address it. It's not that hard to rehabilitate one if you follow these steps. So just the first step.
Well, let me just say real quick,
sure.
that if, we're not going to go over whether or not you should go see the doctor or not. We're assuming that you maybe did already and that you're fine to go.
Right.
So
if you cannot walk on it, it's very painful. You should go get some x-rays. And
we actually had a video on where to push on the bones to tell.
Yeah.
There was
this
technique.
Is not our first walkabout with the ankle sprain.
We've been around. So
you've got an ankle sprain. It's not fractured. So even if it is fractured, this first phase you do anyways.
Right.
So we're looking at this. You're going to take your shoe off. It's probably swollen up. I'm not going to take my shoe off because I'll need it. Get yourself a cold pack that's flexible. Put it around it. Elevate it. Lay it down on the couch. Put some pillows underneath it. Elevate it and stay off of it. Be nice to it for a day or two or whatever.
We do have a video on how to make your own ice pack.
That's right. You don't have to go out and buy one, but you can. It's easy. Just a cup of water and 4
just
cups.
Go Bob and Brad ice pack. And
DIY. Do it yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll come right up. So anyways, do that. And you can take ibuprofen, some NSAID, if you can, if
you're allowed medically.
Right. Sometimes other medications don't allow that. So that's, you're going to have to take responsibility for that. No weight bearing. If it hurts to walk on it, don't walk on it. Get a cane, a crutch.
I was going to say you could be partial weight bearing, possibly too. You have to determine if you can walk with a cane and it doesn't hurt.
Right.
Then you should be fine.
Or 1 or 2 crutches, whatever.
Right.
And that phase, it takes a few days to get through. Once you get to the point, we're going to go to step number 2.
All right.
You could walk on it on the flat surface if you take your time, and it's not too bad. Then we want to start getting motion going. So I want you to pretend you do this in a non-weight bearing position, just like Bob and I are. Pretend there's a piece of chalk on your toe, and there's a chalkboard right in front of you, and you're going to make the letter A, capital letter A, and then cross it. Now, use your imagination. I can clearly see the B turning out there, and I've got red chalk on a blackboard, so I can see it very good. Really.
Well, it's reversed from their side.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you'll find out like the first day you get up to D and your ankle starts getting tired. Well, you stop. The second day, you might be able to get up to F.
That's what's nice. You can
you know where you're going.
Right.
So the ABCs works good for 2 things. All range of motion, all planes of range of motion are involved, and you know how far you got, so you got some objective progress. The next thing is you do need to get some kind of elastic resistive band. We've used that stretch band that's wide. It's like a ribbon. Been using that for 20 some years, and these large loop bands
work better.
In my mind, hands down, they're not that expensive and they really work good. So the first thing we're going to do is take this. You should do it with a shoe on because the sole of the shoe grips really well. excuse me, Bob, I'm going to
Sure.
give them a profile. And you can do it just like this, sitting on a couch or on the floor and start working plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. If you get sharp pain with it, when you come all the way up, don't go that far up. Just go in the pain-free range to start with, 10 to 15 repetitions, and then give it a break. Then you take your other foot, and we're going to work eversion, which means
Out.
out. So can you see I'm going out,
Out.
Liz? Yeah. And you just put your foot there for a post, and you work that. Now, if that hurts when you go all the way over because it starts to irritate the tear, then you just do mini ones. And day by day, you'll see it get stronger, stronger, less pain, and do 10 to 15 of those.
The reason we work eversion is because almost everybody, a lot of people, sprain their ankle by inversion.
Right.
So they're spraining it this way, so those muscles were affected and those ligaments on that side. So this is a strengthening for that.
That's the primary exercise. I believe the stats I heard was like around 90% are inversion. Right.
Yeah.
And then the next thing, now this is something that a lot of people don't know except for therapists, is the hip abductor muscle. This one right here always gets weak with an ankle sprain. I don't know if they really understand it, but we always address it. And every time I've had an ankle sprain patient, I check it and it's clearly weak. So what you're going to want to do is you can do this standing, hold on to the cupboard or chair. I'm going to use a booyah stick and we're going to strengthen that. Obviously, it doesn't matter because I'm not putting weight through that ankle. And I'm going to strengthen it and get that muscle.
Stay straight up and down, Brad.
Yep. You can lie down.
It actually is probably harder lying down.
It is.
Because you're against more gravity here.
Yep.
So you can just, when you wake up in the morning, roll onto your side and just start doing some hip abduction this way.
Yep. And I've always found that people with a sprained ankle, I'll have them do this for less than a week, and I'll do a manual muscle test, and it recovers quite quickly.
Right. I mean, that muscle can deteriorate fast, but it can also recover fast.
So that's good news.
Especially if you're young.
That's right. So the next one, now we're into phase 3. We're skipping right through it here.
We're humming right along.
Now, at this point, you should be able to walk without your crutches or anything. And you feel pretty comfortable. It's not painful. It's to the point where you're forgetting about it a little bit until you walk outside on uneven surfaces. Then all of a sudden it'll tweak a little bit and you say, "Oh, I'm not quite there yet."
Sure.
At that point, you're going to start doing toe up, and then make sure you pull back this way. Toe up, heel up. Make sure your weight's going through there. If this gets too easy, you do 10 to 15. Put more weight on the involved ankle. This would be my sprained one. Okay, now this next one I call the Ziggy Zaggy.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if I did invent that name or not, but
I think you invented that name.
okay. And I've never heard it before.
Right.
And this is really good for
Ziggy Zaggy.
But that's another story. But anyways, this really works the lateral muscles and the medial muscles.
He's getting some resistance almost.
You have to have your shoes.
Yeah, your shoes on, and you're going along the floor, so you're actually feeling the resistance of the floor.
Yep. And make sure you go both directions. Pick out a distance. Go 5 feet. You know, if you're in your kitchen floor and you got something marked, a design on the floor.
Our mics aren't picking up, but you can hear him going swish, swish.
Yeah, well, put
swish.
your head down there, Bob. I want to hear it. No, I'm just kidding. You may need a balance stick or a cane or hold on to a cupboard, whatever you work. And work that. You will get tired. My ankles are healthy and they're getting tired after that much.
It works pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Now, the other thing is to continue that. What up, Bob?
Oh, what do you need?
The loop strap is gone. I just had it here.
Oh, I think we're blaming me.
Yeah. You don't have to get a loop strap, but they really work well. These are nice wide ones. They work really good. Some of them are the latex ones. Then they work fine too.
If you're going to strengthen your buttock or hip abductors on a regular basis, these are well worth it because those other ones roll up on you.
Yeah.
You know, and
these are comfortable.
These are comfortable and stay in place.
And make sure you do both legs once you get to this point, because even though that hip, you need to strengthen it in weight bearing as well as in the air. So make sure you do both sides at this point in your rehab. Boy, that's a nice.
Yeah, you want to balance out.
That works really well, Bob. Now, after you get to that, you can do 10 to 15 of those, 2 or 3 sets. Your Ziggy Zaggies are easy. Your toe heels ups are easy. You're going to the phase, or step number 4. Now you're getting ready to get back to activities.
Right.
Not football, not tennis, where you're really zigzagging quickly, but you're getting there, almost there. So we're going to start out with same one, heel toe up, except only on one leg. Now you're probably
Now
going
you're
to
gonna need
need,
some balance, or you
yeah,
might need a chair.
yeah,
or
you don't
something.
have to have a booyah stick. Use a chair, cupboard, whatever, and work that. And then you're starting to get some proprioception and balance into it. Not so much proprioception yet, but we got a couple
Oh,
coming.
you're getting some.
And make sure you do that on the good leg. Do 15, 20 of them, and then see how hard it is, how much difference between the good foot and the bad foot. And that's a good indication when you're getting close to a normal.
Sure.
The next thing, same thing, Ziggy Zaggy, but on one foot. And
You
this
can do
is,
this along a countertop too, if you need
yep,
to.
hold on to your
Yeah.
countertop. Make sure you clear it off.
Yeah.
You know, if someone's baking on there and they got food,
You
eat
put
it
your hand
as
in.
you do it. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kidding. But this really is a big difference
Yeah,
between
that you're
2
working
foot.
now.
Yeah. So you're going to work that till you get fatigued both directions. And now the single leg balance test on your good foot. See, you can go 30 seconds like this without touching. You should be able to. A healthy, normal
Sure.
person can. Then try it on your injured foot, and you might be surprised that it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, you may wobble. And I mean, this is a test we do usually on evaluation. Once
Exactly.
the ankle is doing better.
30 seconds if you have to touch. That's one touch. You can count how many times you touch. You don't have to get that objective with it. But the next thing you do, and that's easy, get a piece of foam. You can just take something, cushion off the couch or one of the pieces of furniture, set it down. This is what we use. It's called a Pete's Choice. They work really good for this.
Yeah, we use these things for everything.
I have the same one. I use it for deer hunting, sitting out or kneeling in the woods. I put it on my lawn chair when I'm grilling because it's nice and warm and soft. And you can use it for balance. I don't think they knew all that stuff. So I'm going to do the same thing. Now look at that ankle. That ankle is really working overtime to do this.
Yeah, especially on one foot.
And I'm getting a little fatigued already.
Yeah,
And now the final step.
this is more advanced. This
Yeah.
is for the younger folks.
Just start, get a basketball ball on that one foot, start to dribble it. Start bouncing it off the wall, bounce it sideways with your body sideways, straight
So
forward.
now you're having to pay attention to the ball, and
Right.
the ankle has to work.
Good point.
So-
If that
so-
gets too easy, you try and do it on your foam. And you could see.
Again, safety first. Safety first.
Yeah, we don't expect someone 70-year-old
Yeah.
to be doing this one, or
I wouldn't even do that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's one of that. It's fun to do when you have as a therapist with athletes.
All right, Brad. I think we bothered them long enough.
Yeah.
Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
Except for
Broken heart.
there you go.
13 minutes.
Just think what the stats are in a broken heart. If there's 23,000 of these a day, how many broken hearts?
There's a lot of broken hearts a day.
Yes. Well,
See you later.
we'll get there.